This is a quick video on slidecasting using iMovie. I think it applies probably just as well to Movie Maker, although obviously it will look slightly different. I think still the applications will make sense, and it may just sort of require a little bit of fiddling, but I think it's a fairly intuitive process either way. Well, what is a slidecast? A slidecast is a combination of audio, hearing the voice, spoken word, combined with a series of still images. And what I want to show you is how to put those together using iMovie to do so. This, incidentally, is Fausto Copy. So I'm going to open up iMovie, and I've started a little project here called Our Friendly Owl, and just sort of want to show you what this looks like. We've got down here a series of the slides. I've already put one in just to sort of get us started to show us what it looks like. There's a content library down here, which I'm not sure you will necessarily need. When you're invited to create a new movie, it will give you a template to work with. I like just using sort of a simple, straightforward and basic one. Again, I think these are fairly intuitive steps. The next step, I guess the content, or the important part then, is collecting your images. And I've collected a series of images, and it's just a matter of dragging them and dropping them into iMovie. So I've got 1, 2, happy owl, and less happy owl. And so we'll put all of those in. I'll close up that window. And now, as you can see, I've got sort of the timeline here. I've got a 20-second video having inserted the JPEGs. The next step involves tinkering with it a little bit. There are a series, you'll notice up here, a series of different sort of icons we can be clicking on. You can sort of adjust the image so that it's cropped to fill the screen. It can be sort of stretched or shaped in order to fit. You can also do the Ken Burns style, which is sort of that zooming in or zooming out, and you can play around with that, but I don't think it's necessary. For our purposes, I think sort of just cropping to fill is perfectly adequate. Okay. You can mess around with the colors. Again, not something I think you need to waste time with. This doesn't need to be a hugely extensive process. It's too easy to spend a lot of time doing this. And then with the clip information, just very quickly, you can adjust the time. And I think this is important. Again, if we're working on a certain time frame, you can just sort of click it in there. And then we've got ourselves in a place where the video is, hey, did I do that right? No, I have to, I'm going to hit return. There we go. And you can see it's sort of gotten longer down here. And I've got everything set up. So I can click, if you've made some changes, not a bad idea to apply the crop adjustment, make sure that everything has gone in. And you want to obviously then do that for each one. So I'm going to adjust this. I've got it set up. The default here is to Ken Burns. We will crop to fill. And I will check that. I'm okay with that. And I'm going to change the time, the duration, and so on and so forth. So you can see how this is working, right? Well, the next step, having adjusted the length and adjusted the settings for your images, and I'm not sure there's necessarily a right way to do this, you know, tinker with the order all you like, is to insert your audio. And so I've got a little audio clip here, which I will add to my video. And again, this is so intuitive. It really is just clicking and dragging. I've not done anything beyond just sort of get the video started. Now, the other thing you can do while you're working on this is to, as you can see, as I run along the screen here, it helps me sort of transition from video to clip, happy owl, angry owl, flying owl, friendly owls. But if you hit the space bar, you can sort of get a playthrough at the same time and just sort of make sure that everything's in line.
Owls are our friend. Owls are good. They live in the forest. Owls fly at night. That makes them nocturnal. They have beaks.
Anyway, cuteness overload notwithstanding, you can see how this works. And the other thing, rather than having to go up to adjust the time up above, you can adjust things just sort of manually. So again, once you have your audio in, if you want to tinker a little bit, there are ways that you can sort of move things back and forth here just by dragging a mouse in order to get that to work. Okay. Once you've got that all together, once you have everything in place, the audio and the visual together, you want to go up to Share. And in Share, you can upload this directly to YouTube if indeed you've got everything in place. And you do need to have set up a YouTube account, which I won't talk you through, but is fairly straightforward. I'll let you work that out for yourself. You need to go to YouTube in order to register for an account. But then it is simply a matter of clicking on that, and it will take you through sort of the processes. This can take a little bit of time. You don't want to be uploading to YouTube at 11:59 on the due date. You do probably want to get started on that a little bit earlier to make sure the technical stuff is out of the way. Reminder that I'd like to see both the YouTube link as well as the transcript with the citations and all that sort of thing, both in the Avenue Dropbox by the deadline. Good luck and have fun.